Hello, and welcome back to M&B Warband, the Floris mod. Today we are going to do some tip videos. A tip video anyway. What is an important thing in M&B Warband? There are many things: fighting, strategy, but many forget trade. Now, through trade, you can do far more than any bandit or raider. I mean, sometimes they can do quite well by looting villages, but trade is a more economic way. You have to have, I would say, at least 3 trade skill to do any actual good trading. You know, buying cheaply in one town and selling in another. Having high inventory management is very essential, especially in certain other mods, but in the Floris mod, inventory management is not very important. And here's why. Let's look at my party. Let's take a look at, let's say, Rolf. Rolf is usually my trade. He carries a lot of my better trade goods. He has good morale, so he won't leave anytime soon. You have to be sure of that. Let's see your inventory. Now, he holds so much inventory. My companions, they take inventory from bandits, whatever I want to put in there, and if I want, I can take it all out. I'm currently taking a lot of grain and bread and other things down into the Saranid territory, where I might be able to sell them for a lot of money. The Saranid territory is good if you're trading food, but every region of Calradia has goods that can be bought cheaply. You just have to figure out how to do it. That wine's actually kind of expensive, so I'm not going to buy it. So, no. Right now I'm just going to take a look at, see if they have any missions for me in the village. I guess not. Oh well, not a big problem. Now, I'm at peace currently in my playthrough, and I'm just going to go around the map, trading and attacking bandits, things of that sort. Now, I have so many companions with empty inventory right now. I could do pretty much whatever I want. Also, in certain mods, you can buy pieces of land, a few acres of land, cheaply. Oh, the Saranids don't want to fight me, so that's fine. They're only one castle right now. Let's see, this honey's expensive. That is actually a decent price. Now, you want to have your cheap and regular kinds of food at the top, that way they get eaten quicker, and keep your fine and well-made stuff at the very bottom here. That's kind of how it works in the Floris mod, I find. Nothing I can really trade. I don't need to do any missions, I suppose. Not right now. We're just going to go down to Dakoba, and I can show you a thing or two about trading. Also, let's take a look at the party. Arnold has a lot of looting, but he also has 6 in trade, because Floris down here has 6 in trade as well, and it's +1. You see, if you upgrade your companions with certain skills, like Floris, he has lots of trade. If I'd upgraded, let's say, Marnid, he has 3 trade, but if I'd upgraded his trade skills so high, he would have been an essential companion. Very useful. I should probably upgrade these guys with some here. I'm also carrying a lot of soldiers, as you can see. Now, I'm giving these out to, well, my lords when I come across them. But you've already seen a video about that sort of thing, I imagine, watching me. Alright, Elder, do you have any tasks for me? I kind of want to get that over 49. Otherwise I won't count towards my score at the end of the game. Nothing? You sure? Alright, what do you have? Want to buy some supplies. Date fruit is not that great. I could sell these flax bundles for quite a bit. I might be able to get more in the town though. Ooh, the exquisite wine. That was a good investment. I bought it for 3,200. But here it could sell for 3,400, so I'd get a 200 dinar profit. Anyway, I will come back to you once I get to Tacuba. Okay. We are inside Tacuba. Now, here are many of the trade goods. I usually don't trade horses or armor or arms, things of that nature, because, well, they're usually not worth a whole lot. I suppose you could buy a cheap, like a lame horse, but it usually won't sell for more. I don't know. Horses don't sell for much. So they're not great investments unless you want to ride them. But the goods here, they sell for varying prices all over Calradia. Let's take a look. The bread I have will not sell for much in Tacuba for some reason. But the grain sells for a decent price. I have exquisite grain here, which will sell for good profit, as will these. I'm not going to sell all of it. I'll wait till about there. The rest I will sell probably at Amarad. But I've made room. The wool cloth doesn't sell for a whole lot either, but the flax, oh, the flax, it sells for a great price. And the exquisite wine, I bought it for 3,200 in Nara, 600 dinar profit. And that's about it. But I will fill up with things that are not too expensive here. Tools, that's a little expensive. I try to go by the price they are in native. 400 is a lot if it's just regular tools. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the more expensive stuff, but the pottery is very cheap here. So I'm buying that. That's a decent price for date fruit. You can sell that for 120, a regular date fruit. Well, good price for bread, so I could buy a little more of that, I suppose. There. Well, things are going well. And, yeah. And I'll continue this process from town to town. If my inventory gets full, I'll just give it to my companions. As I mentioned, there's a thing here about the landlords. I can buy a whole lot of these and it would make a profit, but I usually don't do that. I try to buy at least one in well, actually I have at least 10 in every town right now. But, you know, places I go through, I might buy, like, almost all the time. I will buy as much as I can, and, you know, I'll be able to pass through it and get my money regularly. So that's very important as well. economics in Calradia, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will come back to you with more Mountain Blade Warband tips. See you next time.